Hey, what's going on, everybody? Drama22. Happy to have a new intro there for the new year. Take a look at IF Logics. Ethan hit me up from IF Logics, man. Hook me up with the new intro that you just saw. Also, take a look at these logos he did for my league, the PSL. Nice job by him. Take a look at it. You're going to see me using this when I do my videos for the PSL as the logo, and those guys in my league can use it as well. So check out his Twitter. Hit him up. See if you want anything done. He does graphic design, sports lover. I'm assuming he's from Buffalo. I used to coach there. Great place, great people. You know what I mean? So let's get into this video. It's going to talk about a lot of different things, kind of touch on playbooks, upcoming projects, things like that. 3-match. I'm going to start that video tomorrow. Going to talk about 3-match versus 2x2, 3x1. What happens when you get compression sets? You know, the teach videos, the install videos I do. I don't think there's going to be any more patches for 3-match, so I think we're pretty much set. You want to know what skinny is. You want to know what skate is, right? All these things that the game has that's in there that's new to this year. Let's understand it from a football standpoint. Let's understand it from a coaching perspective. Let's understand it from how when we watch film and when we turn on the TV, we know what teams are doing. Okay, let's try to work on that. Quarters, gonna work on that in a couple weeks. Little birdie told me that we might get a match for quarters so we can get all that stuff done. Let's wait for that to drop before we do that. Now, these videos are going to live on my Patreon first and foremost. Those guys get it, then you guys will get it later on YouTube. All right, I will also give previews as soon as I drop a new video on Patreon. I will give you guys a preview of some of this stuff. It's not going to be free right from the beginning, but it will be available to you guys later on down the line on YouTube. We're going to make updates overall to the Texas Coast 25. Okay, again, all the same stuff. I'm going to jump on my Patreon. We're going to look at game film. We're going to watch situations. We're going to see what's going on in today's football. We have enough film now to go back and watch. So we're going to update that. Then I'm going to take a look at it, update those play call sheets, see how it works, watch my own tape, talk to guys in the league who are using this stuff in different leagues. Some of my guys have already hit me up with plays that we can add to the playbook. All right. Updates to the wide 9. All right. I'm going to talk about this more later on because I did update the wide 9 playbook for Madden. You can download that right now. There are some new formations in there that you might want to use on third down. Updates to the free scheme, 34 disguise. Okay. The Jesse Mentor scheme, AKA Ravens style defense. That's the one free scheme you guys have seen a preview and you guys have seen actual play call sheet. It's out there. Just go look at my playlist. All right. We're going to introduce the Tom Moore 25 offense, the Indy offense from last year. Again, if you want to learn this stuff, you can learn it right now for free. I'll talk about that more later. And then I'm going to finally put out this Luke Fickle 3-2-6 defense for college football. Maybe for Madden. I have the intro done. It's already up there on my Patreon. You guys have it. It's an hour intro. My intro is like a full install to understanding why you're running this defense. You understand where does it come from? You know, why, what situations you want to use it in. I'm going to do installs a little different this year. I'm going to do one at a time, section by section, individual videos so you can find them later on. But this is already up on Patreon. Those guys have that. They get first access to all this stuff. You guys on YouTube will get it too. I always give you guys the intro to all my videos, all right? Now, just in general, you want to look at my channel, right? I really appreciate all the supporters. I think I'm at about 1,300 people. That's pretty good. Again, I'm not trying to monetize my YouTube channel. It is not monetized, okay? So I do that so I can have copyrighted material on there. I'm being honest. I want to watch game film. I wanted to show you guys stuff. I don't want to have to not be able to show you NFL film, college film, all right? I want to play music. So overall, I don't use YouTube that way to make money off of YouTube, okay? But if you guys want to support, you know, Patreon, you know the deal over there. But when you come to YouTube, check out my playlist. There's a game stream playlist, okay? Just look at that. I keep you up to date on my latest games that I want to show you. I don't show you all the games, guys, to be honest with you. There's some games I play some really bad people, man, and it's not worth showing you. It's frustrating. I want you guys to watch games that I think you can learn from. I got like 3 or 4 that I got waiting right now. So after I watch them, I put them up there, and then some of them have live commentary. The ones that have live commentary are always more entertaining. You get the insight to how I think. I really saved that for Patreon guys, to be honest with you. Like I did 3 yesterday. Patreon guys have that. And if you happen to be in one of my leagues, you can probably hear it too. But they get the inside information of what I'm thinking, why I'm doing it, right or wrong or indifferent, right? And don't be offended if you get called an a-hole too. That's the way it goes. Football. All right. So live streams after dark. So usually on the weekends, after you've had a few, kind of jump online, like to talk some trash, talk about real football, play some games, play some music, have some fun, just chill. So those are going to come back. I told you guys recently, personal life, I moved 5 minutes away. So new house, trying to get things organized. Didn't have a lot of time to do that as much as I wanted to in the month of September. October will be redemption month. All right, so updates to the free schemes. Kind of talked about that, man. Go look at the Jesse Mentor scheme that's out there. I think I renamed it to this guy's 3-4. Look at it because it's all there. It's free. It's just a free scheme. It's not as organized as I usually do it because I'm kind of just freestyling with you guys. It's not as buttoned up as I do in my Patreon schemes. And if you want to look at those, look at the ones from last year. I'll talk about that later. All right, so guys, I already talked about the intros, previews. You guys get that. I don't have to go through that again. Look at my old playlist on my YouTube channel. I opened it back up a couple days ago. I have the Jim Swartz scheme, the Vic Fangio scheme, the Wade Phillips scheme, all from Madden 24. These are all the schemes that I did last year on defense. I think besides maybe one more I'm missing. That is available to you on that. This gives you a preview. If you want to join the Patreon, you know now what it looks like. This is when I put there a scheme. That's kind of how I do it. Now the Vic Fangio scheme is kind of the blueprint for the future, because I like the way I did that by each video. For example, like all the different blitzes that came out, I made them separate videos. So somebody asked me the other day, oh, what's the whip blitz? Well, whip is this. Here's the video, 10 minutes, watch it. So that's the best way to do, I think, this stuff. And then also, I don't want to give you too much information right now. I don't want to oversell, but I will incorporate each video specifically into the play call sheet. So if you're actually clicking on slug blitz, slug 3, how do you run that pressure? When you're looking at the play call sheet, you can actually click on it. It goes right to a video. You can watch it in your own time, okay? Look at my playlist for the Texas Coast offense that's up there from last year. Again, Tom Moore, the Indy offense. Love this thing. Watch the last year's video every year. Even if you know it, watch it again. You're going to hear something different. That's the way football is. That's the way learning is. You can't get everything on the first try. Don't try. Just keep on repetition. You know what I mean? You have Tom Moore's voice. I have audio of sitting in a room with him talking about the scheme. So it's a beautiful thing. I mean, I think these are things that hopefully can live on YouTube forever and can be a resource, not just to gamers, to also anybody who wants to learn football. And then all the schemes that I give you in the Texas Coast, these are real life schemes that are like with regular reads. You know what I'm saying? They're not based off of this game. You have to read it differently. You have to do this and do that. Press up, down, left, right, A, B, select, start. No, this isn't Contra, right? All the old heads know what I'm talking about. It's just football. So a lot of the stuff, even the audibles, the checks, they every year they carry over. All right. Download center. Let's talk about this real quick. If you jump onto Madden, I'm gonna do it with you right now, real quick. The download center will give you these playbooks. I'm basically keeping every version up there just in case, somebody wants an old version. You don't like what I did in the newest update. You can go back to the one I did the month before. But about every month, I'm probably going to put a new version because I'm going to change things within it. It could be something simple like I'm changing up the audible list, you know what I mean? Or it could be I'm adding new plays. Every time I change the version, I'm going to update you guys and let you know there's a new version up there like I'm doing right now. So Wide 9 version 3 has been up there for the defensive playbooks for Madden, okay? On the offensive side, we have Texas Coast version 1 and 2. 2 is the most up-to-date one. New one I just put up was Tom Moore V1, okay? This is going to be now the Tom Moore offense. For you guys, it's the most up-to-date version. It's the first one I've officially put out. If you happen to go on there the past day or two, you probably see version 2. It's the same thing. I just went back and changed it to call it version 1 because I actually never had a real version 1. It was a work in progress for the past month, okay? So let's just take a look real quick. Let me jump on over to the game and to show you how to download these playbooks. I've had questions from people. How do I get the playbook? It's not pulling up correctly. You're just making a basic mistake like I've made a million times. I'm going to show you what it is. Okay, so simple. Go into Creation Center, Download Center. All right, this is what I'm sharing. I already showed it to you guys. So when you go into it, go into Playbooks. If you are an Xbox user, all right, you can go to make sure that your crossplay is turned on in your settings. I don't know if that really makes a difference, but just do it anyway. All right, so go to down here, Playbooks. You see that? Make sure that's selected. Go to keywords. Keywords is the main thing you use. Don't use my username. Doesn't work all the time. So go to keywords. Here, type in whichever word. You have to type in the whole name that I have. And it doesn't matter if it's caps or not. So let's go Texas Coast. Version V1. There you go. Okay. So type in the whole thing. Don't just type in Texas Coast and expect all three of them to pop up or two of them. All right. So that's all there for you guys. Make sure you do it that way. I made the mistake myself of typing it in the username, think I'm doing it right, whatever. So it worked. I haven't seen people have many problems. As you can see, there's a lot of people now downloading this. It's kind of caught on fire a little bit there. So that's all there for you. Now, the college game is the same process. Make sure you type in the whole name. The only thing that's going to be different there is going to be that when you go to the type, there's offensive playbook and there's defensive playbook. Make sure you have the right one selected, okay? All right, let's get back to the PowerPoint real quick. So we have the free scheme is out there as well. Again, look at my playlist. Look at the Raven style. That's kind of what I call it now. Disguise 3-4. Again, why do I call it Raven style? It is because really it kind of comes back from, as far as I remember, you know, Rex Ryan. But even before him, because he's more of a D-line guy, if you guys don't know, you know, the person that put it together, a lot of the coverages that you might see, really gives kind of credit to Mike Nolan and maybe Pagano, right? Back in the mid-2000s. And that scheme is, you know, passed on to Rex Ryan and all the people after him. And it overlaps with other people, other 3-4 guys. You know, Dean Pease pops in, even though he has a background more with the Patriots in their old scheme. But really, the blitz pressures are part of the scheme. If you know the Ravens and how they've ran their defense for years, they like to pressure. And the exotic pressures on third downs are part of it. Rex Ryan was more of a cover one guy. But nowadays, cover one, yeah, it's okay. It's still good. Trust me, it's still the NFL #1 coverage. But a lot of people want to put in some zone pressures. They want to send, you know, most of the time it's some sort of 3-deep coverage, but there are split zone coverages. Like you see people like Flores right now. Brian Flores is doing the, you know, split zone coverage version of this stuff. And I'm not putting him in that same category necessarily, but the Ravens have a style. If you find any old playbooks, like I have, obviously, I worked for Rex Ryan and people who were coordinated with him, the blitz patterns are pretty much the same. The names might be a little bit updated, the way it's, you know, all that good stuff. So that style of defense is there, and then Fangio is from that tree. I hate to say it, but it really is, because if his time spent in Baltimore, a lot of the stuff I've noticed really kind of overlaps with what I've learned, you know, the way he calls his coverages. He likes to play cover 6 more than anybody else, but a lot of people kind of caught on to that. So it's the NFL style, and it's also a lot of the top college style that I've noticed over my studies over the past month or two. The top teams at college, you know, are running these type of pressures as well. Aranda's a part of the family. Jim Leonard's part of the family. I'm not going to say Aranda's part of the Ravens family, but it's all in the same category of style. Creeper, Sims, the stuff like that. All right. So Jesse Minter, the guy that I've used his name for, you know. So we're going to keep on studying this stuff. We're going to keep updating it. If you go and watch my last Jesse Minter film, we actually watched some film from the Chargers and, you know, broke down what he was doing and trying to figure it out. So I like doing that stuff with you guys. I like showing you that stuff. And I think that needs to be free for everybody to see. It's just fun, right? All right. So the last part of this is the download center for college football. We have Wide 9 version 1 and 2, and then we have the Luke Fickle 326 V1 version 1. So this is what I'm going to give you guys coming up here in the next day or so. The video, the intro, okay? It's going to be something that I do for every time I have a new scheme. I try to give you guys an intro to kind of like, you know, let you know what you're getting into. If you want to keep on going, you do. If you don't, you don't. But it's a really good defense, guys, in the college game. I mean, I hate to overpromise, but it's won me games that I probably shouldn't have won. And it's really kind of unique with the way I'm setting it up. based off of what he did in Cincinnati, okay, when he had Sauce Gardner and all that good stuff. He's not running it that much now. If you watch Wisconsin, it's not as much. It's more of a package deal, but that's the beauty of it. What I just said, it's a package. You don't have to run this as your base defense. You can include it into your defense. So much so that I have a wide 9 version 3 for college football that has both my wide 9 quote unquote 4-down system, right? With this also being a package available that if I need. And that's what happened to me yesterday. I'm going to put the game out. Maybe because I did live commentary and I think I probably said too much. But the point is, I will play games going into it saying, hey, I'm going to run my defense. I'm going to run my 4-down defense. But then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, okay, this is not what I expected. Let's get into this package here and let's use it, reduced version of it. So I want to let you guys know that's what's upcoming. The Texas Coast is still there. And then the Tom Moore for college is available too. So guys, I am overlapping these games. I am not going to be running a totally different system in college than I am in the NFL. I am a pro-style coach. So when I play a college game and I'm recruiting my kids, they know if you're not a pro-style guy, don't go to Geronimo's team because that's what we do on offense. So I'm going to run the same offense. There might be some more options, right? There might be some more 10 personnel in the college game, but that's about it. All right. So that's where we are. The Raven style also obviously applies to it. I'm still working with my Purdue franchise. If you guys have learned to love the Purdue team, man, it's hard to recruit for Purdue. Oh my God. It's hard to get kids. I'm in a really bad spot next to some schools in Indiana that are just better, like Notre Dame. And I'm getting my ass kicked by even Indiana themselves in the recruiting wars. Trying to go up to, Michigan to find kids out of Detroit. It's hard. It's really hard. Nobody wants to come to my school. But it's okay, because you know what? Eventually we might just instead of running this Raven style disguise 3-4 as a primary, we might switch ourselves over in this cycle to this Luke Fickle so we can get after people with lesser talent. And if we do that, I'll be really happy. So I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited about that. That'll be free on YouTube. We'll talk about that coming up, okay? Here's the intro page to that video I already did. It's about 59 minutes. It's a good video. I was really tired when I did it. Apologize, you guys. Low energy. I had whatever. No more excuses, but it's chock full of good information plus video of the actual scheme in real life plus me on the field doing it on the game, okay? So that's it for now, guys. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. I'll be back later on, probably doing some more videos, and I also will be dropping some game streams that have live commentary on it. It's not for kids, guys. Just letting you know. All right? Fair warning. Talk to y'all later. Peace.